Enlivening Musings and the Pleasure Fairy, here to inspire more daily pleasure and aliveness into your life. Amp up your zhuzhiness. Invite your weird out to be loved on for radical self-love, enhancing your life and relationships. Go to crystalfranco.com for free and paid experiences. These three things are just so yummy, such great reasons to get a massage as often as you can, and body work in general. And even if you get just one of them, it's worth it. Welcome to Enlivening Musings. I'm Crystal, and today I want to dive into the importance of receiving body work and how much body work affects everything in our lives. But of course, I'm going to have the focus of how it affects our relationship with ourselves, and then our intimate relationships, and honestly, anything. It really just does affect everything. And I tend to say that about a lot of things because it's true. The more we are tending to ourselves, the more it impacts every single area of our lives. So let's get to it. I have been the type of person who has received body work somewhat consistently throughout my entire life. We're talking, I was young and going to a chiropractor and was very aware of my body. I was very aware of if I was out of alignment and this and that. And so when I decided to become a massage therapist when I was 10, that was very, very natural for me. And when I went through school and started working, soon into my career, I made it more of a priority, or it was just accessible to me. So I was able to get body work, close to every week. I would be doing trades, I would be doing different things. That wasn't always massage, but a lot of times it was. And so, it's unique. It's a unique situation. And I understand that not everybody out there has accessibility to this. And I want to talk to the points of being able to do what you can and get creative to be able to make certain things happen. Okay, so I lead with the fact that at this period of my life, I had my life arranged like that. Great. That was my early 20s, amazing things, happening, all kinds of life things, etc., etc. And then I will say that once I was pregnant with my firstborn, things got less. I didn't get many massages while I was pregnant with her. And then from there, it was just so significantly less frequent. I did maintain a decent amount of consistent chiropractic care, but yeah. So anywho, now I'm in this phase of bringing myself back into this, okay? I am like, how can I make it so I'm getting a massage at least twice a month or more, and seeing the chiropractor or whatever suits my fancy, right? I've been wanting to go get into acupuncture again and find somebody who does CST. I actually know somebody who I want to try out, this kind of thing, okay? So since I've been back on this track for myself, I have noticed how profound it is for me in my life, how it really just changes everything. Being able to receive puts you in this totally different resonance. All right. So there's that. Let's start with that. The fact that when you receive, you are putting yourself actually in a receptive state, and you are allowing another person to nurture you, to help guide you, anything like that, right? You are in that receptive state, and being able to be in that state does a lot. One, if you're able to be in that state and get into the parasympathetic, you are fine-tuning your nervous system. You are being in a very regulated state and for a nice duration of time if we're talking a massage. And of course, it depends how long it takes you to get there. But generally speaking, it's a decent amount of time that you'd be able to be in that state. And that tells everything in your body to heal. So whether we're talking mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it can be taking place just because you're putting yourself in that nervous system type of state, okay? Also, with being able to receive, you are telling the world that you are receptive. So if you're someone who wants to draw in more into your life, more of what you desire, whether that is experiences or money or a certain career or whatever it is, you are now practicing being in a receptive state and allowing things to come to you that you desire. So that is a beautiful thing, okay? So that's just one aspect of it, being able to be receptive and allow yourself to feel good. That's a whole nother thing, right? I mean, I talk about pleasure all the time and how much we need to be able to get into pleasure states, okay? I'm not going there today, but it totally applies and you know it. All right, so the biggest thing that I have been thinking about lately is how much when we can receive touch and be nurturing ourselves in this way with the support of a provider, some sort of care provider, massage therapist, chiropractor, acupuncturist, whatever you name it, okay? And how much that allows us to deepen our own self-love, right? How much this helps like our bodies feel like that nurturance, that love, that goodness. And it really helps with body image and self-esteem and everything like that. And those are some very big things that come up in intimate relations. How often are people faced with blocks and roadblocks, hiccups, things like that with intimacy, right? That is rooted from I don't feel good enough. I don't feel beautiful enough. I don't feel like my body's sexy enough. I don't feel like, what if they don't like it? And da 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 da, right? So when we can anchor our own self-love within our own body and our own knowingness, it makes that so much more easy and it eliminates that as one of those roadblocks. It's so powerful. So thinking about receiving and being able to just open up to loving our bodies and letting them be nourished is just so beautiful. Then we have the alignment piece. When we're getting worked on, body work specifically is what I'm talking about, we are helping our bodies find alignment, find relaxation, find this, just this yum, okay? For me, alignment is just that. And so for me, that word is just sums it up perfectly. And so I don't feel like I need to keep searching for other words, but that alignment, that centeredness, that anchoredness in ourselves, and yet our body feels that. And, sometimes after you get like a massage, you're like, oh, now I need another massage because only like so many layers were worked out. But it still is giving you stepping stones towards that feeling. And what happens when we're in that state? Our energy can flow. So our zhuzhiness turns back on. We're able to feel sensations. We're able to feel our bodies in new ways. And that aliveness can come back. Everything can flow. We can feel zhuzhi. And therefore, we also then want to be able to share that intimacy with our partner and be present and show up and share in that juiciness and that yumminess that happens because everything is flowing. Now, if you're not in a partnership and this isn't applying to you in that way, it still feels awesome, that alignment and all this energy moving through your body, because you can use it to get projects done. You can use it to just feel good, period. You don't have to do anything with it. But if you want to do something with it, it is amazing because your energy is flowing. So whatever creativity you've got going on, and or if you're funneling that into doing things like getting your house organized or some sort of work project, it's so beautiful. And now you're fueled with this energy. And that is just powerful. Okay, so let me see. I don't know that there were any other big ones, but I just felt those three so huge. The capacity for receptivity and being receptive and really just feeling nurtured and supported, as well as that self-love component, amplifying that, and then that alignment and turning all those energy centers back on. All of that is so powerful. And, that's three things. There's so many more benefits to body work, helping support your endocrine system and obviously your everything, every single system of your body, your skin, so your integumentary system, your gastrointestinal system, like everything is affected by massage. So it's so good. But those three things I feel are really powerful. And even if you were to start receiving body work and only one of those started lighting up for you, that alone is so amazing. Just to be more receptive or to be more aligned and have creativity or to start feeling that self-love and self-esteem boost and everything. I mean, it's so good. So this is my invitation to you to do what you can to receive more body work in your life. And, that's the thing. I understand it can be an out-of-pocket expense that is outside of a lot of people's range of possibility, really. And I want to encourage you to just be creative, be open to it. If this is something that sounds yummy to you, just kind of open up to the possibility and see what happens. I can say, as a massage therapist and as somebody who then receives massage, I've done lots of trades. I love trading. I've traded for so many different cool things. We're talking art, cleaning, other body work, hair care things, facials. I don't know. I mean, the list goes on. I don't need to bore you with that. But get creative, because you never know what's possible. And you might just meet like the next person where you guys can figure something out and make it be a part of your regular lives. And I do wish someday, somehow, it could be possible for every person on the planet to be able to receive a massage a week. And until then, I want you to just open yourselves to the possibility. So maybe you can start experiencing all these cool things that I have just been so tickled to re-experience now that I'm bringing it back into my life on a very consistent basis. And I just want that for everybody. That's what happens. It's like, oh, you experience something, you just want it for everyone, right? All right. I hope this finds you well, and I will talk at you again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Share this with a friend to spread the love. Connect with Crystal on Instagram at @thecrystalfranco or on her site, crystalfranco.com. Enjoy.